Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Keane from the YouTube channel Brett Keane Hollywood, and today I'm going to tell Nick Bravo a story. One of the things that Nick Bravo's trolls like to call him is Smeagol, and Nick Bravo has never seen Lord of the Rings, so he has no idea what Smeagol is. Now, most likely, Nick's trolls call him Smeagol because Nick has big eyes and has a bald head, exactly like Smeagol. And they probably also refer to him as Smeagol because of the voice. As most of you know, Smeagol talks like this. My precious, my precious. Now, being that you have not watched the movie Lord of the Rings or the trilogy or read any of the books, Nick, on this, I want to share with you something important about the storyline of Smeagol. It's very important that you pay attention to this because although the trolls are trying to make fun of you and they're trying to hurt you all the time, the story of Smeagol is very interesting and actually can be adapted to the story of your life and what you're going through. And I want you to remember, I am your friend and I care about you, but I think that the story will help you and get you to a point where you can understand why you need to stop the behaviors that you're doing, or it's going to end up bad. According to the story of Smeagol, he used to be a somewhat normal little hobbit, a guy who was just trying to enjoy his life, a regular fisherman who was doing his thing, a little awkward. But what ended up happening is he made a friend, and him and his friend were swimming in the lake one day, and they found this evil dark ring, which just so happens to be the ring that is filled with evil and horrors and terribleness of the world. Well, Smeagol, whenever he sees the ring, the whole concept is that anyone who wields the ring or holds it, it will also put darkness throughout their body and cause them to be evil, and they literally lose their soul from it. All right? Well, unfortunately, Smeagol could not stop messing with that ring. He kept on holding this dark, evil ring that had the souls of very, very scary monsters in it, and he kept it until finally his soul deteriorated and he became completely mental. His health deteriorated and he lost it. Later on in the story, some hobbits come along. I guess you could consider me the hobbit with the big hairy feet. I'm fine with that. These hobbits, they're peaceful people who are trying to save the world from the evil and nastiness in it. Smeagol still has like a little bit of good in him. He still has potential to do right in his life, but he just won't get rid of the ring. He won't stop. He's addicted to it. He's obsessed to the point where he just cannot live without it. So the hobbit takes the ring from him, takes all the hatred and evil from him, and wields it himself, because the hobbit is strong enough to wield it long enough to where they can take it to where it needs to go to drop it into a big giant volcano. Throughout the entire movie, little Smeagol is trying his best to get along with these people who are trying to be his friends, who are trying to be there for him, who are trying to rid the world of the evil ring. But the more Smeagol realizes what these hobbits are up to, that they're wanting to get rid of that evil ring that is, in fact, killing Smeagol, he attempts on many times to set up those little hobbits. He tries to get it to where they get killed or harmed so he can get that ring off them. In the end of the trilogy of Lord of the Rings, Mr. Nick Bravo, the hobbits finally reach the volcano, as does Smeagol. And when the hobbit takes the ring that's filled with hate and tosses it into the volcano over a huge crevice, over a huge cliff, little Smeagol finds that he cannot live without evil and darkness in the world. His obsession is so great that he literally swan dives off the cliff into the volcano, with his hand reaching out, and he grabs the ring and he goes, "My precious." And then he falls into the lava and he burns to death. He's gone. The hobbits almost die throughout this entire situation because of the setups that Smeagol did, as well as the evil people that followed them and subscribed to them. So if you cannot understand the story of why it is that a hobbit like myself does not want to be going through this nonsense, I'm willing to go on the journey with you, Nick, but I am not willing to allow myself to be put in situations where I am consumed in evil and darkness along with you. I have a journey in my life where I want to help people and I want to do good things, and your obsession with the ring of YouTube is so intense that I literally feel like you throw yourself under the bus and your friends every single day because of your addiction. I feel like you're deteriorating and that you're dying because of this situation, and you won't allow anyone to help you and wield that ring for you and throw it into the volcano. And I fear that if I throw the ring into the volcano to save you and ourselves, you'll simply jump right in. You care more about the evil and obsession that you have for all the drama and nonsense over that of your friendship. You actually left hangouts many times where your friends were there with you having fun just so you could see what kind of evil was going on in the world. Goodbye, Nick. Last warning.